Welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, Joanne and I will test out our new Rivian R1T on a 1,000-mile road trip from Bucks County, PA to Orlando, Florida. We recently acquired a pre-owned 2022 Rivian R1T Adventure Quad with a large battery pack. For months we've been watching the Rivian website for a Gen 1 R1T with low miles. One that could fulfill our dream of towing our sailboat and embarking on epic road trips to explore national state parks. We took a leap of faith and purchased the truck sight unseen, but with only 5,800 miles on the odometer and the reassurance of Rivian's warranty, we knew we were making the right choice. This adventure marks our first non-Tesla road trip, and while we plan to leverage the Tesla Supercharger network for most stops, we're thrilled to experience the differences firsthand. Join us as we hit the road and discover the thrill of road tripping with our new R1T.
My wallet, you have sunglasses?
Yes. Yep. Sunglasses.
Okay.
We got everything, right?
I think so.
All right, let's let's go ahead and put in our, I guess, directions, right?
Do you want to put in Florida, or you want
to? I guess we'll do that for now, right? Until we start getting closer.
So we figure out when we need to charge?
When we need to charge, right? So we end that trip.
So we are going to Saratoga Springs.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go. Let's see what it says.
Calculating route. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. We'll get there at 10:48 tonight.
1,000 miles. It's really 1,000 miles, huh?
It is 1,000 miles. Oh, that's what I want to find. Is my book.
Yeah.
I might have put that in the trunk.
Okay, we'll get that out before we go. All right, so we got everything ready to go.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think we want to stop there.
Yeah, okay.
We might do a little bit of research and find someplace.
So when we get down to about
Baltimore, we're gonna have to figure out
where we want to stop.
We want to stop.
All right, that's fine. Here we go. What time is it here?
3:39.
Okay. All right, we're off.
Alrighty.
So it looks like we've gotten to about 5:30 or 6 o'clock where we'll need to actually stop. For around 5 o'clock, we'll start. 5:30, we'll start to look for a charger.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. We're on our way.
We've made it past Washington, D.C. with decent traffic, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
Wasn't that bad. Sun's coming up. And the road hopefully is clearing out a little bit from all the craziness we've just been through for the past hour.
So we still have 60 miles to go and another hour before we have to even charge.
Yeah, kind of crazy that we still can keep going this far. And look, I've jinxed us. Oh no, it's just a couple brake lights. We're good.
Okay, we pulled into a Tesla Supercharger and we're getting about 200 kilowatts. In Fredericksburg, we went about 240 miles in 4 hours, which is the longest we've ever done. We're literally charging up. Okay, we're still getting about We've been on since for about 5 minutes or so, and we're getting 206 kilowatts at 21%. And we're going to sit here and charge for quite a while here, as long as it keeps charging above like 170 kilowatts. We'll just keep charging. So we'll see how long this continues to go with the high charge here.
But we got here at 7:50, so it's 8:18 now, so that's 28 minutes. And we've gone, I don't know what we were at when we got here.
Oh boy,
It was like 10% maybe?
Yeah.
So we've gone from 10 to 68 in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Now we're down to 80, up to 70%, down to 80 kilowatts. And our next stop now will be another Tesla, and we're going to be all the way to North Carolina, right? That's what we said.
Yeah, it said this one, Halifax,
yeah.
North Carolina.
Now, what time is your meeting?
My meeting's at 11.
Okay, that's good.
And then
we'll just stay there.
We'll stay there for as long as we can. And then we have one in Lumberton, which these we may end up changing, depending on how long we end up staying in Halifax.
All right, so I think we're ready to go, right?
Yeah, we're up to 53 miles.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll head on.
Okay, so we went from, let's say, 10 to 70%, and we're going to leave at 8:20. So that's basically 40 minutes, 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
10 and 20 is 30 minutes. We've gone from 10 to 70%, which is
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay, we'll continue on. Welcome to the Halifax, North Carolina Tesla Supercharger stop. This expanded station is a game changer with a staggering 48 new stalls added to the 20 existing. One of the standout features of this expansion is the solar canopy, which covers 23 of the charging stations. This eco-friendly addition not only reduces the carbon footprint, but also offers shade and protection from the weather. With so many spaces, we had no concerns taking up 2 spaces with our Rivian at this stop. Joanne had a work conference call to make, so we took our time and charged deep into the battery pack. We've been leveraging our Electron NACS to CCS adapter, taking advantage of the cheaper Tesla charging costs. This site was 35 cents per kilowatt hour. We arrived at 10:30 and left at 12 noon, charging from 30 to 75%. We arrived at the Tesla 8-stall supercharger station at Lumberton, North Carolina. We've been here about 10 minutes already. Joanne went to get us some lunch at McDonald's right next door. We were getting around 205 kilowatts, but just slowed down to about 175 kilowatts. We've put in around 15% already, so the charging session so far has been a good one. I was a little concerned pulling in, lots of construction, and a Silverado with a trailer is taking up 4 spots. There's also a couple Teslas, a Cybertruck, and a Ford F-150 Lightning. But I was able to grab a spot on the other side. I still get nervous pulling in at a Tesla supercharger because of the charging port location on the Rivian requires us to take up 2 spots. Okay, on the road again. We just had a stop where we saw the most electric trucks in one place ever for us. 4 electric trucks. We saw electric Ford F-150, a Silverado, a Cybertruck, and our Rivian, all in one
supercharger.
One supercharger area. And the Silverado was taking up 4 spots because it was trailering a RV or a yeah. That's crazy.
We only had to take up 2 spots.
Yeah, we took up 2, but we're back on the road. So that we picked up. We went from a little below 30% all the way up to 78%. Grabbed some lunch, got something to eat, and we were there for about 30 minutes, just getting stretching our legs and getting some food. And our next stop will now be in South Carolina. We've only got 2 more stops officially to make it here, to make it to Orlando. We'll only actually need 2 more stops. But we're going to stop for
we have to sleep somewhere tonight.
We're going to sleep somewhere tonight. So, but crazy how the difference between the Y, our Model Y, and this Rivian in terms of distance, just by the larger battery and newer battery as well. But,
well, I wonder, like we had a different philosophy with the Y.
Yeah.
We always splashed and dashed.
Yep.
To use a Kyle term, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We would just go until it started to taper.
Yep.
And then we would hit up the next supercharger. So we would hop from one to the next, and we would never stay there for that long of a period of time.
Yes.
But maybe because we're older and we don't have the kids with us.
Yeah.
We feel better about just stopping for longer.
A little longer.
And we also have longer stints.
So we need that. I need that time to stretch my legs. I mean, by the time we were ready for a charge, my legs are cramping. They're hurting.
Yeah.
My butt hurts. So.
Yeah, we're not used to going 200 or so miles.
Yeah, over 230 miles between stops. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
It's more than what we're.
Us.
Yeah. We were typically around 150 to 170, maybe 170.
170 was about probably as far as we
would go. Yeah, in the Model Y, and now we're. But we
would do 10 stops on the way down here, and we're probably going to do this in 6.
Yeah. But the charging rate is still, I think it gets up to 210, 215 kilowatts, which is all that our Y would do, the older Y.
Yeah.
And it actually holds it longer, meaning, the Y around 35% will literally cut back down to 170. This will hold 200 up until 40%, 45%. So
the curve is definitely different.
Yeah. So I'm really enjoying this ride so far. So knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's been very good. It's been very good. And we're really enjoying using the Tesla Superchargers. Like, it feel a little weird, taking up 2 spots, but we have not been to one spot where it's been crowded.
Yeah, that's been very lucky. We don't have any place where we felt like we were making somebody wait because we were taking up 2 spots.
Yeah. I got a little nervous when we pulled into that last one because that trailer, that Silverado, was taking up 4, and then those others were on the side, and luckily there were a couple more on the other side where we were able to grab one and literally just take 2 spots there and allow all the Teslas to kind of back up and get those other spots. So
when we left, it was only us.
Yeah, and then it was just
Silverado
in the Cybertruck.
When we left. Yeah.
But there were a couple. There was a Y. There was a 3 there. There was an X there. 4. Yeah.
Yeah, all giving us a little bit of the side eye.
Yeah, I don't know what they were, but.
The one guy, the X guy, was a little bit PO'd. You could tell.
Was he really?
Yeah. Because I don't know about us. We did take up 2 spots, but that Silverado was really that was kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But anyway.
It was a little bit obnoxious the way he just kind of pulled in there. And
yeah, he really should have been where we were.
Yeah, maybe there was somebody there when
yeah, that could be true. That could have been it as well. But yeah. But I get it. I mean, he'd have to undo that trailer.
Yeah, that's a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
You have to constantly undo that trailer.
Yeah. All right, so we're on our way.
We're almost to south of the border.
Almost south of the border in South Carolina. So things are going well. Tank is doing good. So, all right, we'll check in later. Okay, we arrived at Walterboro, South Carolina. It's another Tesla Supercharger with 12 stalls, version 3, 250 kilowatts max. And again, lower cost of 35 cents per kilowatt hour for Tesla members. At this station, we got lower charging speeds. It started at 170 kilowatts and quickly moved down to 140 kilowatts. We changed stalls but still had low speeds. We ended up only charging from 23 to 59% for about 29 minutes, just enough to get us to the Rivian charger near a mall around 6:30, at which time we were looking to get some dinner.
That's what they say.
All right, we'll see what
let's
happens.
See if
there.
this one.
See what we
get here.
I'm curious. We've been getting around 35 to 37, 40 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm curious to see whether or not this is gonna be like 60.
Yeah, let's see how much these are.
Okay. We arrived at the 6-stall, 300 kilowatt Rivian Adventure Network at a mall in Pooler, Georgia, very close to Savannah. Traveling on a road trip in our Rivian, we had to stop and try at least one Rivian Adventure Network charger on the way. We were interested in comparing plug and charge functionality and the cost compared to a Tesla. The plug and charge worked great. It takes a little longer to start compared to a Tesla, but the charging curve was really good. We continue to get well above 200 kilowatts past 45%. The price is a little higher than Tesla, but it's not as bad as I thought. 48 cents per kilowatt hour at peak times from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. The cost goes down at night with the lowest between 1 and 9 a.m. for a cost of 33 cents per kilowatt hour. We let the car charge from 29 to 71% while we got some dinner at Panda Express. Yes.
How you holding up there, love?
Okay. We've got another 60 miles to go, and then we'll be able to charge up and then
get some rest for the night, right?
For the night. And we'll only have a 2-hour drive back, or 2 hours from there in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. We arrived at Buc-ee's at 9:45 p.m., quickly plugged in and grabbed some late night snacks. With the room reserved at a nearby Holiday Inn just a few miles away, we had a place to rest and recharge. Tomorrow we only had a couple hours to reach our final destination, Disney Saratoga Springs Resort. This is our last charging stop of the trip. Grabbing some food and watching the ending of the Knicks-Celtics playoff game on my phone offered us time for a nice deep charge for our last stop before reaching Disney tomorrow morning.
Scenes from a Florida highway.
50 miles to go. As we approach Orlando, we're filled with excitement for our first Disney vacation without the kids. The journey was seamless, with perfect weather and minimal traffic, allowing us to enjoy the ride. Rivian's navigation system flawlessly guided us to each charging stop, and we were pleasantly surprised by the efficiency of the Tesla Superchargers, which provide 200 kilowatts at most stops. Our only minor hiccup was the need to move spots occasionally for better performance. The fear of crowded charging stops taking up 2 spaces with our Rivian charging port location was unfounded, and the experience was smooth and enjoyable. We're now ready to start our week-long vacation at Disney, eager to explore the parks and resorts as a couple. This will be a new adventure experiencing the Disney bubble without the kids. In our next video, we'll share our first empty nester vacation experience, testing out a new chapter in our lives. If you're curious about how we'll adapt to this change, join us by subscribing and following our journey. Thanks for watching, and cheers.